Steve, Ohio's battleground state still, right?
No, I actually have the races there at likely Republican. Remember when Ohio was America's quintessential swing state? Those days are long gone. Since Barack Obama in 2012, only one Democrat has managed to win a statewide election in Ohio. A handful of others, they haven't even come close. The GOP won the turf war. That's why when Ohio Republicans vote in the May 3rd primary, they're likely picking the state's next senator. The race to replace retiring Senator Rob Portman is the most expensive in the nation so far, and it's been ugly. Real ugly.
2 tours in Iraq. Don't tell me I haven't worked. Don't tell me I haven't worked.
You don't know squat.
The race has been wide open for months, though polls earlier this spring showed self-funder Mike Gibbons, he's loaned his campaign $18 million so far, surging to the top of the field. That was until former President Donald Trump scrambled the race by endorsing J.D. Vance, the author of Hillbilly Elegy.
But you got to decide. You want to be somebody or not?
Even though Vance had criticized Trump in the past.
He's a guy that said some bad about me. He did.
Before Trump's endorsement, polls showed Vance in 3rd place. But now the former president has set up the race as a major test of his political clout within the Republican Party. Can his endorsement elevate an otherwise struggling candidate to victory? Democrats have their own primary, though Congressman Tim Ryan is widely expected to capture his party's nomination. Ryan's chances in the general election shouldn't be dismissed out of hand. He has a national profile after running for president in 2020. He's raised $12 million already through mid-April, and he's preaching an interesting form of liberal populism grounded in his home in Youngstown. So why are Democrats such heavy underdogs to flip this Senate seat? Ryan would have to overcome Ohio's swing to the right, and the national environment for Democrats is just too difficult. That's why we've rated the race as likely Republican. The Senate race? It isn't the only place Republicans are fighting over the future of their party. Ohio Republican Governor Mike DeWine is facing a spirited challenge from the right, mostly focused on his management of the coronavirus pandemic. And there are competitive House primaries in 4 districts I'm watching closely. Republicans are picking nominees in the toss-up 9th district, where the race pits the establishment against the right, and in the lean Republican 13th district. Ohio isn't the only state with a primary on May 3rd. In neighboring Indiana, Republicans are choosing a candidate to take on a vulnerable Democratic incumbent in the 1st district, and a nominee to replace a retiring GOP member in the 9th. The May 3rd races mark the real start of midterm primary season. So far in 2022, only one state, Texas, has held its primaries. But after Indiana and Ohio, voters in 10 more states will go to the polls in May. And by the time we get to the end of June, 30 states, plus the District of Columbia, will have held their primaries. I'm Steve Shepard. Until next time. The race to replace retiring is a hard...
Race to replace retiring Rob Portman.
Yeah, there's a lot of R's in there, and it's a little hard.